Hello YouTube, Kermit the Critic here. Review number 3. Now this is another positive one. In about May time, I think it was, the Avengers Assemble came out. Now I admit, this will be biased again, but I also admit that I was skeptical when this film was released. I thought, it's just another marketing scheme, it's not going to be any good. The plot's going to be terrible. It's just bringing these actors together for no reason whatsoever. These characters have no business being in the same film. I could not have been more wrong. It was amazing. When I got it on DVD, I got very excited and watched it 5 times in 1 week. The only 2 days I didn't watch it is when I was actually out and about doing stuff. Yeah, I have a life. Sometimes. Not usually. Usually I sit at home doing this. You're welcome, YouTube. So what did I like about it? Well, for starters, there's an amazing cast. The director was amazing. The special effects are beyond anything I've seen before. And it wasn't cliche. Surprisingly, it was a superhero film without any superhero cliches. Even cliches like the Hulk became really cleverly done. Mark Ruffalo played Bruce Banner. Now, I'm not going to say the Hulk, and I'm going to say Bruce Banner. He played Bruce Banner. He also did play the Hulk. I mean, it was motion capture. But even when he was green and massive, you saw an element of the character there. You saw the anger, but you also saw the fear. Especially the first time he transforms. Now, other actors such as Chris Hemsworth, everyone was skeptical about his Thor when the movie Thor came out, which I admit I haven't actually seen yet, which is really bad, but everyone loves him now. Chris Evans, Captain America, not a bad film, I might review that. It's actually, no, when I say not a bad film, it's actually a brilliant film, but he's no one's favourite character, but he still manages to be quite badass, and of course, Tony Stark's Iron Man. Who couldn't love that douchebag? He plays a really good douchebag, both in his own films and in that. There are, of course, plot holes. And I was expecting these, and I didn't notice them the first time, but after watching them about 6 times, you do notice them. Number 1, when Tony Stark, Iron Man, for any people who aren't nerds, and why aren't you a nerd? Being a nerd is fun. It means you don't have any friends though. When Tony Stark, Iron Man, grabs the nuke and flies it up into the portal, and if that's a spoiler for you, then why haven't you seen this film already? It goes on and it hits what I can only describe as the mothership. When that happens, all the aliens and all the massive alien whale things all die in Manhattan, tying up the loose ends and stopping the battle. But it's really weird because what's weird about it is they're aliens, they're not robots. If they were robots, like in Phantom Menace, that's understandable because they're all controlled by the same thing. But they're not, they all are alive, or they look alive. So why would they all die unless they've something in their brain that wasn't explained why they all collapsed at once? Another thing, the ability to close the portal at the end with the staff, the fact that Eric Selvig put in that failsafe when he wouldn't know what he was doing, so I didn't believe that could work. So that was a bit of a plot hole. Overall though, it's a movie for visual moments. The plot is actually quite good and the characters are all very funny and quite believable in their own way, but it's the visual moments that it's written for, so you can sort of excuse the plot holes. The one problem I do have with it is Clint Barton, who's Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner's character, doesn't have enough screen time, I don't think. And when he does, half the film he's brainwashed and evil, which I was really disappointed in. He's my favourite character, honestly, because he's so badass with a bow and arrow. He doesn't look where he's firing, he's looking over here, and he's firing and he hits them every time. So he's doing this and having a lovely time up on the roof, and he doesn't give a shit. Now, okay, I'm going to apologise for swearing there, but I don't think I can stop it. I have quite a bad habit of swearing, so if you are offended by that, I'm sorry, but I probably can't stop it. Or I won't. So, tell me what you thought of the Avengers. Most people enjoy it, but there are people out there who go, it was a really crap film. So, and I'm interested to know why you think that. Although, if your opinion differs from mine, then you're of course wrong. But please, leave your comments. Again, please send me a catchphrase or an intro or an outro. Please send me something over email or put it in the comments or put it on my Facebook page, both of which are in the description. That's the word. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you, Joss Whedon, for giving us such an awesome film. And I will see you next time I decide to review any of these films. Adios, amigos.